You have the if you have the v10, so this is the CRT version v10. So it will generate signal. So in this video, I'm going to take you through the initial configuration. So in the initial configuration, you are looking at the input parameters guide. So to see the input parameters, you right click on your screen where you've loaded the EA. So to load the EA, you can drag and drop, or you can double tap on it, and it will be loaded to the chart you have. So under experts, where you have your EA, I want you to look at properties. So these are the properties for the EA. So these are the input parameters guide. So the first thing we are having is the symbols. So this is the input symbol. So here you are going to have these symbols are comma separated. So this is the list of instruments that it's going to monitor. So you can edit these instruments using your broker's exact symbol names. Also, you can add and remove those symbols you don't want to monitor. So the following closely after symbols, you are seeing the input time frame. So the time frame, this is the main scanning time frame that's by default at 15 minutes, which is the recommended one. So also we have the higher time frame. So the higher time frame is for trend confirmation. So you can also change this to be either 4 hours or daily or to your own setting. So this for trend confirmation. So the next one we have CRT pattern detection. So under CRT pattern detection, we have minimum bars in range, we have minimum range ATR, we have max range ATR, and we have breakout ATR and pullback ratio, and also we have the volume multiplier. So the way I've just named them, that's the way they are. So the minimum bars and ranges are the minimum bars needed for the range detection. So this you can set it between 4 to 8. Also the minimum, so the next one, which is the minimum ATR. So this is the minimum size relative to ATR, which you can set in between 0.3 to 0.8. So the max range ATR, so it's the maximum range size relative to the ATR. So this one you can set it between 3 to 5. So the breakout ATR, so this is the confirmation threshold, which by default is at 0.05, but you can adjust it to between 0.05 to 0.2. Also we have the pullback ratio. So for all of us, we know the golden ratio. Not all of us, but for those who know the golden ratio, so this is the ratio where we are going to have our entries considered. So it's usually at 0.618, which is the optimal golden ratio, which we have set as default. Also for the volume multiplier, we have it at 1.2, but you can adjust it between 1.2 to 2. After that, we have smart signal management. So under smart signal management, we have signal persistent hours. So this is how long signals can stay active. So if a signal has been generated, how long can it stay active? So we have set it at 4 hours, but we have set it at 8 hours, but you can set it in between anywhere between 4 to 12 hours. So also we have never auto clear active signals. So this is set to true. So this means that key signals are kept on chart until they are manually cleared. So we also have stop loss cooldown in minutes. So this one is when we hit our stop loss, after how many minutes can it wait for it to generate another signal. So this is to prevent you from either overtrading and having you blowing your account by hitting stop losses multiple times. Also allowing the market to, if the market is in a range, allowing the market to get out of that range. Also we have the maximum signals per symbol. So these are, so you can have how many signals can you have in one symbol. So you can have two consecutive ones, or you can have 3. So depending on how many signals you want per symbol. Also the quiet mode reduces notification frequency, so it's recommended to be off. So in that not all notifications are going to be popping up, only the most important ones. So other than that, we have now trading configuration. So under trading configuration, we have auto trading enabled. So this one is set as false, but if you enable it, in that the EA will execute trades automatically on your behalf. So for the auto trading, we also have max auto trade. So it's the maximum number of simultaneous trades that the EA can carry out. You see, by maximum number of simultaneous trades the EA can carry out, meaning in that if you look at if you look at let's say we have 7 signals running currently. So if you want, by default it's set at 3, the maximum number it can carry out, but if you change this to 7, it will now execute all the available trades. So if you set it at 4, it will execute the most favorable 4 trades for you. So this one you can edit it however you want. So the default lot size, this is the fallback lot size. So the fallback lot size in that after your trade has been carried out and then it resets, now the next trade, if it's going to carry out, to what lot size should it fall back to. Also, we have enable the trade management, or rather stop loss management. So this one, we have a advanced stop loss management, which I'm going to talk on in another video. That's going to be tagged, I think, to this video, but it's recommended to enable this one on. Also slippage, for those who know what slippage is when we're having big moves in the market, in that ile wakati ni kama ina feel ni kama market inateleza, hiyo ndo slippage. So you can set the slippage points to however number you want, but by default ukiangalia imekuwa set to 3. So other than that, we have the each individual lot sizes for the default symbols. So these are the default symbols it's going to come with, but you can edit them hapa juu kwa input symbols. It does not matter, but this is the default with the way they are going to come and their lot sizes. So other than that, we have this one about notifications. So if you want notifications, sending alerts, sending notifications, sending emails, and playing audio alerts, you can also change it in here.